On today's episode, we're going to take a look at the Backfire Ranger X1, the first all-terrain electric skateboard, and see if it's worth your money. One of the first things you'll notice about the Backfire is it's a big skateboard. Look at these 6.5 size wheels, and they're this big to hop over obstacles in all different types of terrain. Again, this is an all-terrain electric skateboard, but the first thing that jumped out to me about this is how heavy it is. I basically skipped the unboxing because it took an embarrassingly long time for me to open and finagle this out of the box, but this thing's pretty damn heavy. I mean, I bench press some babies, and this thing's not exactly light for me. So I don't think this is something you're gonna be able to carry around with one hand too easily. I mean, it is doable, but it isn't something that I recommend. The Ranger's giant 6.5-inch wheels, along with their double kingpin trucks, keep the turning radius to only 2 meters. The body of the Ranger is completely water and dust proof, and it can support somebody up to 260 pounds. As for the board itself, it can be charged with the included proprietary cable. The remote can be charged using a micro USB cable. I found that both items only took about an hour to 45 minutes to get a full charge. Now that we have the Ranger X1 Backfire fully charged, why don't we take it around the offices and see how she does. Now that the Ranger X1 survived the harsh conditions of the office environment, I figured we'd give it a real test. So we're outside here in Cambridge, right outside of Boston by the Charles River. I figured we'd take it out for a spin, try it both on the street and on the sidewalk, maybe even some grass. So let's see how she handles. So this thing hauls. It's taking all these bumps on the lawn of the Charles pretty well. I'm still getting used to the turning as I'm figuring that out. Here comes a bump. All right, stuck the landing. So I haven't died yet. That's usually a good sign. I found the riding on the Backfire to be especially smooth on the sidewalk, the streets, and the grass. Not even some crazy Canadian geese could seem to slow me down. So we've tried the Ranger X1 on the pavement and the grass, but I wanted to see how it handled in some different terrain. So it's winter here in Boston, and I thought, what better place to go in the winter than the beach? We're gonna take her out and see how she handles on some different terrain here. Or not. We've tested the Backfire Ranger X1 off-road electric skateboard on pavement. We've tried it on grass. We've tried it on the streets. We've even taken it in the sand. So what else is there to test on it? How about some snow? Let's see how it handles some snow from the hearts of Maine. Oh God, not this again. So now that we've had the opportunity to try out the Backfire X1 Ranger on all types of terrain, we've tried it in the snow, we've tried it on the streets, the sidewalk, the grass, I'm actually finally ready to make my final assessment. So who is this for? Obviously the electric skateboard enthusiast, but is it true to its word? Is it fully true off-road? And I would say kinda. If I had to put a number on it on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's a 6.5 right now. The things I did like about it was the bigger tires to go over some obstacles and bumps. I didn't like the tread on the tire, as we saw from some of the tests that the skateboard actually slipped quite a bit in sand and snow. What I did like about it is the more durable trucks that kind of let you go over that bigger terrain. However, in cost of that, it's substantially heavier than any other electric skateboard I've used. I mean, with battery technology and how far some of this stuff has come, I would expect to see it a little bit lighter. So by all means, if you want to get this, it's definitely a good buy. I would just be kind of wary of what conditions you're going to use it in. But otherwise, it's a kind of a must buy if you're really into that sort of thing. So thanks for watching today's episode, and stay tuned for next week's episode.